Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little video, but first, happy birthday to Quinn. Big day for you, and we will call you later on and talk to you. Love you. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna do a quick little walk. We've had a fair amount going on, and I'm not using any microphone, so sorry about that. Just using my iPhone. So the big thing that happened was our grapes. So we got black rot on our grapes, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's pretty weird. It's kind of like the grapes mummify. You see that? And so we had to strip the whole thing down, and then I sprayed it with copper soap, and I sprayed the bark, I sprayed everything. So we're hoping that that takes care of it. I mean, it's early enough that we still could get a whole nother blush of fruit since the fruit didn't mature. Anyway, we figured out, we think we know what caused it. We think it was putting the net on, which held the leaves close because we hadn't pruned it back highly, held the leaves close, and then we've had a lot of rain. So we trapped that moisture in there. So shame on us. So this is the bed that I planted field peas, also known as cow peas. And I also planted some squash for a second round of squash, and everything's coming up, looking really good. Beets, we're eating beets like crazy, but they're growing like crazy, so I don't know. Oh, I've got something fell down. Anyway, we got our first few cherry tomatoes, but not a lot yet, just like a couple braces. So that was fun. You know, it's always fun to eat them off the vine. But we have a lot on there, and so we're expecting a lot more. The tomatoes outside are doing much better than the tomatoes inside the high tunnel this year, which is wacky. We're harvesting squash. I'm kind of keeping up with the squash bugs, but you know, they're pretty prolific, pretty fast. So I'm out here every day for at least an hour working on squash bugs. And the other thing that happened was we had a big storm, and my beautiful scarlet runner beans, the teepee broke, and the bamboo broke and it fell down. So I pulled it out. So that's gone. Tomatoes, I'm working on pruning these tomatoes. That's what I've done so far. I have done that side. I have not done this side yet. And we are starting to harvest a few cucumbers. That is a silver slicer, which I have been trying to grow for like 3 years. And I finally got one. But our cucumbers, of course, since we didn't do a trellis this year, we kind of got to hunt for them. And then the beans in here, the cucumbers are taking over the beans. But we also discovered that Blue was on the edge, snapping beans off and eating them. So yeah, that's our dog. So anyway, sweet potatoes look healthy and good. Peppers look pretty good, but they're just, you know, peppers take time. So I'm being patient. And then here's the Blue Lake beans that I planted. So we'll have another big run of beans. And this is actually a fair number of plants. It's there's 3 plants in each spot, and so there's quite a few of them. This is empty still, and I have to figure out what I'm going to do there. Okay, please be kind. This is a work in progress. I mean, I'm in the midst of trimming. So we're loaded with tomatoes, and these plants up here look pretty good. But as we get back to the back, they have some disease on them. And so I've sprayed them with copper soap, and I'm just hoping to get a harvest. So I'm pruning like crazy because we're just so moist this year. More squash, and you know, we are harvesting squash. Something's happened to one of my artichokes. I'm not sure what that is, but usually that's from artichokes just not getting enough water. But I know there's plenty of water in here. Anyway, lots and lots of tomatoes, and they're not ripe yet, but there's bazillions of them. I mean, this is nuts, right? And these varieties always produce like this. These are determinants, and so they produce all at once. So they really do load up. But as you can see, I have a lot of yellow leaves. So I'm in here pruning, trying to give them a lot of airflow. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. So moisture is a problem this year. A new problem every year, and that's just the way it works. So we learn new things every year. So anyway, that is about it. This Blue Hubbard is just absolutely beautiful. It's just spilling out all over everything. But I do like it. But I'm just pruning a lot this time of year. I mean, we are harvesting, but mostly it's pruning. So that's about it from here. Hope y'all have a wonderful day, and happy birthday to my little Quinn, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.